Listen to me carefully. Most men don't lose the girl because they're ugly. They don't lose her because they're broke. They don't lose her because they're not perfect. They lose her because they can't read her. Because while you're focused on her words, her body is screaming the truth. And today, I'm going to reveal something that can change everything, not just in dating, but in your confidence, your mindset, your life. So stay with me, because this might be the most important thing you ever learn. Let me ask you something. How many times have you talked to a woman and everything felt right? She smiled, she laughed, she replied quickly, and you thought, yeah, she likes me. But after some days, she became cold, she became distant, she stopped replying, she disappeared. No explanation, no closure, no goodbye. And you sat there at night, staring at your phone, asking yourself one painful question. What did I do wrong? Maybe you blamed yourself. Maybe you overthought every message. Maybe you replayed every conversation in your head. And slowly, your confidence started dying, not because you are weak, but because you never understood what was really happening. Listen carefully. Most men are not rejected by women. They are rejected by their own ignorance, because women don't always communicate like men. Men speak direct, women speak deep. Men talk with words, women talk with energy, women talk with silence. Women talk with body language, and if you don't understand body language, you will keep losing women you actually wanted, not because you weren't good enough, but because you didn't know how to read the truth. Let me tell you a story. There was a man, a good man, hardworking, respectful, loyal, the kind of man who doesn't play games, the kind of man who would protect a woman with his life. And he met a girl. She was beautiful, but more than that, she was different. She talked to him nicely. She smiled at him, she laughed at his jokes. So he thought, this is the one. And slowly he started investing his heart. He replied fast, he gave time, he gave attention, he gave effort. But something strange was happening. Whenever he got emotional, she looked away. Whenever he got serious, she checked her phone. Whenever he tried to get closer, she stepped back slightly, but he didn't notice because he was listening to her words, not watching her behavior. One day, he finally asked her, "Do you like me?" And she said, "I don't know." He smiled and thought, she's shy. But she wasn't shy. She was unsure. She was not emotionally connected. She was slowly leaving without ever saying goodbye. And a week later, she was gone, talking to someone else, someone who didn't even value her. And that man, he broke. Not because he lost a girl, but because he lost his confidence. He sat alone, thinking, why does this always happen to me? And maybe that man is not just a story. Maybe that man is you. Listen to me carefully. Love doesn't destroy men. False hope destroys men. Mixed signals destroy men. And ignorance destroys men. Because women will rarely reject you with words. They reject you with behavior. And behavior is always honest. Always. Now understand this. A woman's body will reveal what her mouth will never admit. She can say, I'm fine, but her eyes will say, I'm done. She can say, I like you, but her posture will say, I don't trust you. She can say, I'm not interested, but her smile will say, try again. And the man who understands this becomes powerful, not because he controls women, but because he understands women. And real men don't chase, real men observe. So listen carefully, because these are psychology facts every man must know, not to manipulate, but to protect your heart, not to play games, but to stop being played. When a woman plays with her hair, it's not always flirting. Yes, sometimes it means attraction, but many times it means nervousness. It means emotion. It means she feels something. Now here's the difference. If she plays with her hair while smiling, while facing you, while maintaining eye contact, that is interest. But if she plays with her hair while looking away, while stepping back, while avoiding your eyes, that is discomfort. And most men fail because they assume. Weak men assume. Strong men read. Now listen. Her feet will expose her truth. This is real psychology. A woman can fake a smile. A woman can fake politeness. But her feet? Never. If her feet point toward you, even when her body is turned away, she is mentally with you, but if her feet point away, toward the exit, she wants to escape. She may stay physically, but emotionally, she's already gone. And brother, listen to me. If you keep talking while she's already gone, you are not confident, you are desperate. And desperation is the fastest way to lose respect. Another truth. If she mirrors your actions, she feels connected. If you lean forward and she leans forward, if you smile and she smiles, if you lower your voice and she lowers hers. That is subconscious bonding. That is chemistry. That is her nervous system saying, I feel safe with him. And understand this. Women don't fall in love with money first. Women fall in love with safety first. Safety is attractive. Calm is attractive. A man who is emotionally stable is dangerous in love. Now listen carefully. If she touches you accidentally, it was not an accident. A light touch on your arm, fixing your collar, a playful push, holding your hand for one extra second, that is her testing the door. She is checking, will he respond like a man? Will he panic? Will he freeze? Will he overreact? And most men fail here. They either act too thirsty or they act too scared. But the right man stays calm. He smiles, he leads, because attraction is not created by begging, attraction is created by presence. But let me tell you something deeper. This is not only about women. This is about becoming a man who understands energy. Because once you understand body language, you stop being fooled, you stop wasting time, you stop giving your heart to people who don't deserve it. And many men chase women not because they want love, but because they want validation. They want proof that they are enough. They want someone to make them feel worthy. But listen to me carefully. A man who needs validation will always be controlled, because the moment you need her approval, you lose your power. You lose your respect. You lose your masculinity. And without masculinity, love becomes pain. So I'm telling you today, stop chasing mixed signals. Stop chasing confusion. Stop chasing a woman who makes you question your worth, because a woman who truly likes you will not make you feel invisible. She will not make you feel like a backup option. She will not make you feel like you have to fight for her attention. Listen carefully. If she likes you, you will feel peace. If she doesn't, you will feel confusion. And confusion is rejection. Say it again. Confusion is rejection. If she's interested, you will see effort. If she's interested, you will see consistency. If she's interested, you will see respect. Because women don't ignore men, they admire. They respond. They engage. They try. Don't sit there writing paragraphs while she replies with one word. Don't sit there planning dates while she says maybe. Don't sit there sacrificing your dignity just to get her time, because a man without dignity is a man without value, and a man without value becomes a slave. Listen to me carefully. You were not born to beg for love. You were born to lead. And remember these words. A man who knows his worth will never chase what disrespects him. Write it in your heart. And another truth, your silence is your power when your presence is not appreciated. And never forget this. Confidence is not proving yourself. Confidence is knowing you don't have to. Now listen, women don't fall in love with words. They fall in love with the man behind the words. They fall in love with the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you hold eye contact, the way you control your emotions, the way you remain calm when others panic. Because masculinity is not aggression. Masculinity is control. Control your anger, control your jealousy, control your neediness, control your ego. And if you master that, you become magnetic, not because you're trying, but because you're evolving. And once you evolve, you won't chase women. Women will notice you, because the world respects a man who respects himself. So I want you to promise yourself something today. Promise yourself you will stop being blind. You will stop ignoring the signs. You will stop giving your energy to people who don't give it back. And you will start building yourself. Because the best revenge is not arguing. The best revenge is not begging. The best revenge is growth. The best revenge is discipline. The best revenge is success. The best revenge is becoming the man she regrets losing. Listen to me carefully. You don't need to manipulate women. You don't need tricks. You don't need fake confidence. You need real confidence. And real confidence comes from purpose. Real confidence comes from standards. Real confidence comes from self-respect. So starting today, read her energy, read her actions, read her silence, read her body language, and if she's interested, lead. If she's not, leave. Don't quit now. This is your moment. This is your era. This is your transformation. Because when a man upgrades his mindset, His life upgrades automatically. And remember, a woman's body language is not a mystery. It is a message. And now you know how to read it. So go out there, walk like a king, speak like a king, think like a king, because love doesn't reward the weak. Love rewards the man who knows his worth. This is your moment. Don't waste it. Go become that man.